Hello, I'm Ken Carpenter, and this is Invest AI Savvy, where AI powers smart investing. Happy Friday, March 20th, 2026. What a morning to be paying attention. Geopolitical tension around the Strait of Hormuz set oil prices surging past $95 a barrel, and Saudi officials are warning Brent crude could hit $180 if this conflict drags into April. Futures are pointing down across the board this morning. S&P 500 futures off 0.4%, NASDAQ 100 futures down over 0.6, and the 10-year Treasury yield climbing back to 4.3%. Gold is pushing to new highs above $4,600. Our BuzzPulse morning brief confirms this defensive posture. Overall sentiment across the top 20 tracked assets is a tepid plus 0.08, barely positive, while broad declines hit SPY, Microsoft, Amazon, and Tesla simultaneously. BuzzPulse flagged zero A-plus conviction setups in the entire pipeline today. This is a noise-heavy, signal-light environment, which makes disciplined social intelligence more valuable than ever. Let me walk you through the three assets generating the most meaningful signals this morning. First up is Micron Technology, and this is the standout signal of the session by a wide margin. BuzzPulse is showing Micron with a Z-score of 14.7. Let me explain why that number should grab your attention. A Z-score measures how far above normal an asset's social discussion volume is running compared to its 30-day average. We classify anything above 4 as explosive. Micron is nearly 15 standard deviations above its baseline. That is off the charts. Yet here's the twist. Sentiment is almost perfectly flat at plus 0.03, and the 24-hour price move is 0. 41 mentions across three sources, including Dow Jones, News API, and StockTwits, with social chatter highlighting a forward PE of 6 as, quote, insane, unquote. This pattern, massive attention spike, flat sentiment, flat price, is a classic pre-catalyst divergence. Something is about to resolve, and when it does, the move will likely be sharp in one direction. Next is Supermicro Computer, which triggered a surging classification on our daily alerts with the surge ratio of 3.46. But the signal here is distinctly bearish. Sentiment is deeply negative at minus 0.42, with retail investors on StockTwits specifically calling out volatility and market manipulation during trading hours. The buzz score is just 3.5, and critically, source diversity is limited to a single channel. That single source signal is important. When I teach about source diversity, this is the exact scenario I mean. Broad multi-channel attention is more reliable than chatter concentrated on one platform. Supermicro Buzz is running hot, but it is narrow and negative, which makes it a name to watch cautiously rather than act on aggressively. Third is Shiba, which appeared on both our BuzzPulse surge alerts and our LunarCrush crypto intelligence with a galaxy spike alert flagged as high urgency. The catalyst is notable. The SEC has reportedly classified Shiba as a commodity, potentially clearing a path for a spot ETF. Sentiment is positive at plus 0.52 with 15 mentions across two sources. That is a legitimate fundamental catalyst with real regulatory implications, not just meme-driven noise. Speaking of LunarCrush, let me run through the top crypto signals from our social intelligence partner. Pepe leads this session with a galaxy score of 75 and an AltRank of 87. That puts it firmly in the strong community interest building tier, and it is the highest rated crypto asset in today's cycle. Bitcoin sits at a galaxy score of 64 with an impressive AltRank of 31, confirming that Bitcoin continues to command outsized social authority relative to the broader crypto market, even during risk-off sessions. Litecoin also registers a Galaxy score of 64 with an AltRank 80, though BuzzPulse independently flagged this one with a Z-score of only 2.9 and identical metrics to another token, suggesting coordinated or templated social activity. So treat that signal with skepticism. Beyond the top three, urgent Galaxy spike alerts also fired for Cardano and Litecoin, both with medium alt-rank surges, indicating accelerating social momentum worth monitoring. Now, the divergence picture today is unusually broad. BuzzPulse flagged 21 assets simultaneously on the divergence list, spanning everything from Apple and Tesla to MARA and RDDT. That is the largest divergence cluster this cycle, meaning social attention is misaligned with price direction across asset classes at the same time. When divergence is this widespread, it typically reflects macro uncertainty rather than individual asset stories. The resolution usually comes from a single clear catalyst: an earnings surprise, a policy announcement, a geopolitical development that snaps attention and price back into alignment. The one thing to watch over the next 24 hours is Micron. That's 14.7 Z-score with flat price is a coiled spring. Whether the catalyst is earnings related, confirmation, or a broader semiconductor narrative shift, the divergence between explosive social attention and zero price movement will not hold for long. Until tomorrow, I'm Ken Carpenter. This is Invest AI Savvy, and that's the way it is.